Surgeons from 6 referral hospitals in the country and Dar es Salaam-based Muhimbili National Hospital are devising a strategy to introduce in several hospitals the new technology of laparoscopic surgery. Here's more of the story.
The strategic forum involving more than 50 surgeons has been organized by Arusha Lutheran Medical Center Referral Hospital in collaboration with Colorado Exemplar Health Center in the United States. Launching the initiative, the Secretary of Lutheran Church Hospitals in Tanzania, Dr. Mganga Kipuyo, called on the surgeons to expedite changes in the new technology, which started more than a century in developed countries, while in Africa started 10 years ago.
Here we are at ALMC in Arusha, Tanzania, trying to enter into the field of laparoscopic surgery. It may seem a long time of catching up, but they say better late than never. This procedure has been proven to be useful in providing quality care to our patients with minimal side effects, quick recovery time, and I think with patient satisfaction.
United Nations Population Agency Country Representative Dr. Julita Onabanjo has called on hospital workers not to rely on the government but be innovative in finding ways to improve health service in response to population growth in the country. She made a challenge at Temeke Municipal Hospital in Dar es Salaam today as the world population reached a total of 7 billion people.
I want to underline that word. We have to be proactive. And this is because I think we do have the development solutions that it takes to be able to manage this large number of people. We know what needs to be done. However, to be able to do that and to cater for the needs of the population, you and I require what we call a global partnership built on responsibility and built on proactivity. It requires us to recognize that the decision that you take and the decision I take will impact on what he's thinking, on his life, and on those that are here to come.
The government will form a special organ which will oversee exploitation and sale of forest harvests, including timber and logs, in order to ensure low-income people in the country benefited from their natural resources at relief prices. Here's more on the report.
The statement was made by the Minister for Natural Resources and Tourism, Ezekiel Maige, at the end of his visit to Kilimanjaro region, where he also met forest and tourism stakeholders from northern zone regions. He said research showed that some people with forest harvesting permits were selling timber and logs at high prices, causing many people to fail to afford the prices, forcing them to engage in illegal forest harvesting. Forest and tourism stakeholders said control of prices of forest harvests and tour operation costs will enable more people to benefit from the two sectors.
The Minister for Communications, Science and Technology, Professor Makame Mbarawa, says the government will ensure it uses effectively the national fiber optic network, which it says has invested heavily on to create more employment opportunities, particularly for the youth. Here are the details.
Professor Mbawara was launching a small-scale youth income-generating activities project known as Tanza City Kavite, coordinated by Tanzania Commission for Science and Technology, COSTECH. COSTECH Director General Dr. Hassan Mshinda said the aim of the project was to translate into reality views of people, whereas the project's Chief Executive Officer George Mulamula said they will make countrywide visits for public awareness on the initiative.
The government will not tolerate teachers who abscond classes, as the state was using a lot of public money for their salaries in order to help the nation fight ignorance and poverty. Here are more details.
The warning was given by the Minister for Education and Vocational Training, Dr. Shukuru Kawambwa, during a familiarization tour of Dakawa Development Center Primary School in Morogoro region. He said teachers were in the forefront in demanding their claims, but he has never heard of teachers rebuking their fellow colleagues who abscond from classes.
And that is the end of the national news. Africa News is next after this break.